Make AutoPitch sound great, and that is, it's actually a lot of fun to play around with this intensity.
In love with you.
You can absolutely use it creatively on instruments. And this is what it sounds like in my song. Hi, my name is Eline Vera. I'm a singer, creator and vocal producer, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to get professional sounding vocals using BandLab's AutoPitch. AutoPitch is basically a free auto-tune alternative that can do two things really well. Number one is make your vocals sound perfectly in tune, and two, add a lot of character to your vocal with its creative effects. I'll show you how to use it for subtle natural pitch correction, how to create some really cool vocal effects, and even how to use it in a way you wouldn't expect, but you'll have to stick around until the end for that one. Let's get started. Start by opening up a new project in BandLab and adding a voice/audio track, or open up an existing project and add a new voice/audio track by tapping the plus button. Now you will immediately see AutoPitch appear on the bottom right corner, so you can tap on it to open it. Now there are two ways to use AutoPitch. You can use it while you are recording vocals, or you can apply it afterwards. If you tap the monitoring button, which looks like the headphones icon in the bottom right corner, you can hear AutoPitch in real time while you sing. And this is great if you want to hear the effects as you record, or if the tuning helps you guide your pitch during your performance. You can also record your vocals clean and apply AutoPitch later, and this gives you the flexibility to experiment with different settings and effects after you've captured your best take. You can switch between these methods at any time, and of course you can always turn AutoPitch off by tapping the effect you currently have selected to hear your natural vocal for comparison. Now that we have AutoPitch enabled, let's talk about something that is very, very important to make AutoPitch sound great, and that is the key of your song. AutoPitch corrects your singing by pulling each note towards the nearest pitch inside a musical key. Now, if that key is set incorrect, the result can sound unnatural and even out of tune, and that is why setting the right key is very important before you start adjusting intensity. And there are two ways to do this. Option one is using Auto Detect key. Now, if you have no idea what the key of your song is, you can use the Auto Detect key feature that analyzes your track and finds the most likely key and scale. To use it, record a short section of your vocal, open the AutoPitch panel and tap on Chromatic. And here you can tap on Auto Detect key. BandLab will scan your vocal and suggest the correct key. Chromatic mode means AutoPitch will correct to the nearest note across all 12 semitones, regardless of the song's key. And when you switch to a specific key, AutoPitch only corrects to notes that belong to that key and scale, which sounds much more natural. Next, we have this big round level knob. Now, this level knob in AutoPitch controls how strong or fast the pitch correction is applied. At lower levels, AutoPitch gently smooths out small pitch inconsistencies, and it keeps your vocal performance sounding a bit more natural. And at the higher levels, AutoPitch corrects pitch much more quickly, which creates the familiar modern tune sound often used in pop and rap vocals.
Hell, I'm falling. Oh, she took my heart and now it's buried in the ground. I'm slowly breaking down.
It's actually a lot of fun to play around with this intensity. So for instance, you can use subtle tuning for verses and stronger tuning for choruses, hooks and ad-libs, depending on the style you're looking for. Alright, moving on, let's look at all the different AutoPitch effects. BandLab includes 6 free AutoPitch effects that everyone can use, and each one shapes your voice in a slightly different way. Let's go through each of them and listen to how they sound. First up, we have Classic. This one is just a clean and transparent pitch correction, perfect for keeping your vocal sounding natural, but in tune.
Never knew you could love like that. You made me lose my mind. How do you make me love like that?
Next up, we have Modern Rap. This one adds a deeper, slightly electronic layer.
Cause I move with a purpose, y'all never heard this post and they tap, 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 tap. No excuses, watch how I do this, boom, when I bat, 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 yeah.
Big Harmony creates instant harmony layers, which makes it sound like there is multiple voices singing.
I don't mind, I don't mind.
Duet adds a harmony above and subtle double to your vocal, giving it a thicker sound.
Turn the lights down,
'cause I'm ready. Before you fall hard, I'm already there. Curtain call, don't mess it up. This ain't no dress rehearsal.
Robot produces a strong vocoder-like effect, which is great for the more experimental parts of your song.
Actually, wish you would follow me. Maybe get high with me. Come and run the sky with me. You ain't gotta be shy with me, baby. Really all I wanna do is take you with me to the moon. One way ticket to.
Simulacrum adds a soft and wide harmony for an ambient, dreamy sound.
Going up for the weekend. Yeah, we're going all night. Going up, yeah, we're freaking. Future looking so bright.
Now, if you have BandLab membership, you will have access to many additional auto pitch effects. So here are a few examples. Natural adds great sounding transparent pitch correction.
Ooh, yeah. What to say, girl? Yeah, yeah. You're my favorite.
Gorgon is more of an atmospheric effect that gives your vocal this dark, otherworldly vibe.
Ready. Yeah, turn it up.
Let's go!
Ready. Yeah, turn it up.
Let's go!
Ocean adds a third down harmony and sounds quite dreamy.
Imagine I never met you, baby. This feels like a honeymoon.
Telephone adds this lo-fi/radio or telephone style texture to your vocal.
One cup of coffee, one winter night. You're honest, I'm honestly in love with you.
Halo adds synthy chords, which I think sound great on spoken vocals.
Suit and tie, won't you come and tie me? I'm a fire and you've come to light me.
AppleX adds a third down harmony and works great for hyperpop style vocals.
I lie awake at night just to see your face. I lie awake at night wrapped in your embrace, 'cause I love you.
With BandLab membership, you also get access to 3 different AutoPitch algorithms, which you can find by tapping this AutoPitch settings icon. Let's go over them quickly so you know which to use. Original is the one most people will recognize. It gives you that signature auto-tune style tone that's perfect for stylized correction or catchy melodic effects and that well-known tune pop sound.
You're my poison, my relief. Only one that still believes in me. I keep crawling back on my knees to the one thing I need. Can't break free.
Next, there is low latency, and this one is designed for real-time performance and recording. It gives you super fast pitch tracking, which means almost no delay between what you sing and what you hear. It is the best choice if you're monitoring yourself while you're recording. You can clearly hear that the harmony that's created with the auto pitch effect really locks together with my voice when I switch between the original and low latency mode.
You're my poison, my relief. Only one that still believes in me. I keep crawling back on my knees to the one thing I need. Can't break free.
And finally, there is formant preserving mode, which is currently in beta. This one is really interesting because it keeps your voice sounding natural even when strong effects are applied. It is especially useful when AutoPitch is creating harmonies above or below your main vocal with settings like Ocean, Third and Duet, since it keeps those added voices sounding similar to your own voice. Let me show you the difference between the original and the formant preserving algorithm.
You're my poison, my relief. Only one that still believes in me. I keep crawling back on my knees to the one thing I need. Can't break free.
In this section, you will also find the harmony mix slider to control how loud you want the harmony effect to be on your vocal.
You're my poison, my relief. Only one that still believes in me. I keep crawling back on my knees to the one thing I need. Can't break free.
Even though AutoPitch is mainly designed for vocals, you can absolutely use it creatively on instruments to give your track something special. Try adding AutoPitch to a melodic instrument such as a guitar or synth to give it some extra flavor. Just keep in mind that AutoPitch only works on audio tracks, not instrument tracks. So if you're working with MIDI, make sure to export it as audio and then import it back onto a new audio track. I'm going to be applying AutoPitch to this sample I found in BandLab Sounds library to create a vibey intro to my song. I'm going to be applying AutoPitch on the modern rap setting. And I'm going to be adding the 1-knob room reverb to make it nice and dreamy. And this is what it sounds like in my song. And that's it for today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or ideas for future videos you'd like to see on this channel, drop them below and I'll try my best to answer. My name's Eline Vera, here with BandLab. I'll see you in the next one and keep creating music.